I mean, where the fuck should I really even start?
What's up, friends? It's your girl Alana with my girl Holly, and we are back. I'm actually really happy to be back. I can't even remember the last time I recorded for some reason. So, anyways, let's get into it, Holly. I think this is going to be a fun one. So, we're talking about how to stay motivated when the market sucks and people are shitty. So let's be honest, sometimes it's not the market that's wearing you down. It's the people, the ghosting, the unrealistic expectations, the other agents, the lowball offers, the clients who don't listen and then blame you when things go sideways. So today we're going to get into it. Let's talk about staying motivated when the market is shifting and people are making your job harder than it needs to be. I think I'm just coming off of 3 closings, and this could not hit closer to home for me right now. How about you?
I mean, I'm coming off of no closings and I'm super frustrated because I feel like I'm spending a fortune doing all the things and nothing seems to be working. And I'm halfway through the year and I'm not even close to hitting my goals. So it's really hard to stay motivated.
Yeah, it really is hard to stay motivated. And even some of my team members, dealing with the exact same thing. Let me ask you, do you have things in the pipelines and in the works?
Not really. I mean, I have 2 listings that are just collecting dust.
Right.
Um, I mean, it's just not, it's listings are so hard
Yeah.
right now. I wish I had more buyers.
Yeah, there's inventory, not enough buyers. I think with the uncertainty in the world, it kind of has people on edge a bit. But through all of that, people are still hiring realtors. We still have a job to do. And when you are in real estate for the right reasons, the business is eventually going to come to you and to all of us. And, what we have to do is kind of separate the market from human nature. I've been studying the market more and even studying some of the high top producing agents in my area, and their business is down 50%. Now, I am talking about people that were doing 80 million and now they're doing, 47 million. So maybe 60%, something like that. But still we're all in it, suffering, figuring out new ways to continue to build relationships so we can keep bringing in income for our families. And I think a lot of us came off such a hot, busy, crazy market. I wouldn't even call it a real estate market, that we're like, what do we do now? And I think it really comes back down to just getting back to the basics.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think what I get so frustrated about is, I mean, this is going to make me sound like an asshole, but when I see people who are not as smart as me doing better than me, it kind of pisses me off.
Sure.
And I wonder, like, but I know why. I'm a thinker and I overthink, and I'll make excuses about why I can't do that. That's a waste of time. Blah blah. Whereas I sometimes think if you're maybe not as intellectual or you're not all stuck in your head, that you just kind of do and you don't really worry about all the reasons why not and all the barriers to something not succeeding. They just do it. And
That's an excellent point. They really do. And the doers get shit done, and because they're consistently doing, they are getting the business.
yeah,
I've
and so
repeatedly said, like, you don't have to be overly intelligent to be a real estate agent. I think that's why we do, what are we, just above used car salesman or something like that, they say. You really don't. It is a very specific skill set. And if you can master it, you can make insane amount of money. So what could we do to get you to stop overthinking?
I think it comes down to, like you said, getting back to the basics. I'm really good at the analysis, the process, the sales process. I'm good at that part, but the basics of the systems in place I skipped over. Like, for example, I was just before we got on here, we had the episode with Nick where we talked about the sphere. And
Right.
I've never done anything with my sphere.
And I live off my sphere. It's literally my bread and butter.
I never did the basics. So I was sitting here and I still haven't finished because it takes a long time. I'm in my CRM, which we use Lofty, and I'm creating an address list that I need to extract, but I need to go through my sphere and organize it because a lot of the people who are put into the sphere are actually realtors. So I have to go through and, click them as agent. And then I'm trying to make a Dawsonville list. So it's taking me a lot of time. I'm having to look up people's addresses. I feel like I could take a whole week to do.
Even in that, don't look up people's addresses. That's a reason for you to connect with them, call them, or for you text them. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is a reason to reach out, to have a genuine conversation. And naturally, people want to talk about real estate after that.
Okay. All right.
So,
but now you're adding so much time. I feel like just organizing your CRM, I need to hole up in some cabin somewhere for a month to make my CRM cleaned up. How do people find the time? See, here I am. I'm making excuses.
You're spiraling. You're spiraling already. So, tell the audience about what you've been doing this week because you made me laugh yesterday.
What did I do?
With what you're dropping off to people right now and how you feel about it?
Yeah, so I'm trying the CMA a day.
How's that going?
No one's called me yet, but I've only done 3 houses.
Okay, well.
So, yeah, I've just made these little basic tiny box with seed packet and matches in it. Totally random. I don't know why.
I was going with the idea of planting the seed, but then with the matches, you're lighting the seed on fire.
I don't know what the matches are for.
Exactly.
Cheap thing that I bought off Zazzle, and you just put the stickers on them. I was just looking for cheap little doohickeys. And then I have the folder that I put the CMA out in, although I have to print out much lighter CMA because I had to go to UPS to use the printer yesterday because I was out and about. It cost me a freaking fortune because I printed out 70 pages. So I'm still reworking this whole thing.
It's one page. It's just one page.
Okay, well, I just
70.
Full CMA. So these people have a book.
Because you don't want to give them too much information. You want to give them an overview snapshot so then they call you. That's the point. Or they scan the real lead capture is scanning the QR code. Yeah. And then it goes straight to your Lofty and then so on and so forth.
I did make a landing page in listings to leads today. So maybe I can print something like that out and leave it in there.
Yes. The QR code should go to your listings to leads landing page. Yeah. Yeah.
So I might do that instead of the full CMA.
Yeah.
And then I just put a little card, a little handwritten thing. Yeah. But I don't want to knock on the door. I don't want to do any of that. So I've literally just run up to their doorstep, boop, put it on the doorstep, and I get the heck out of there. My kids were in the car. They're like, we're in this neighborhood again.
Anytime I drop anything, I do not door knock because I don't like people to knock on my door. So why would I do to others something that I don't like done to me?
I agree.
That's kind of my philosophy on that. So here are some tips. Holly's story is just an example of some tips that you can do to basically stay motivated throughout all of this, right? We need to focus on what our controllables are. That's our follow-up. That's our prospecting. That is us measuring the market and educating ourselves and our clients on the market, whether it be through creating social media posts or whether it be through sending out a newsletter or CMA a day boxes. And most importantly, and Holly, you know I'm huge on this, is your mindset. Every single day, you should be looking yourself in the mirror. You should have yourself a little mantra about how you are awesome and you are set on this planet to go out and help as many people as you possibly can. Because what we do at the end of the day, when you're passing off those keys to the first time home buyers that are buying a home with their brand new baby, or you're sitting at the closing table with sellers who are downsizing from a home that they lived in for 40 years and now they're moving for me to Florida to purchase their retirement home. These are huge moments in people's lives and we helped navigate to get them through that process. So people are still hiring realtors. Yes, there's less transactions going on, but we've also had a lot of agents leave the market. 150,000 agents left NAR last year. So what does that create? That creates opportunities for us. So when you go in and you lead with value, you lead with contribution, you continue to show up, you continue to stay consistent. Those are your controllables and what you can do. And you will eventually see outcomes from the fruits of your labor, or like Holly, planting seeds.
Like lighting them on fire.
And stay away from the things that are out of your control, right? Interest rates, can't control interest rates. Inventory, can't control inventory. The economy, and here's one of my favorite ones, people's attitudes. Like I've had some shitty people lately and I was just like, they're having a bad day. I'm going to pray for them and just keep it moving. Because then if you aren't letting people dim your light, then you can go and continue to shine your light for others. So those are some of really my key, just like points on how to stay motivated in what is seeming to be a little bit of a difficult market for all of us.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, there's nothing else that I want to do.
There's nothing else I can do. I was made for this shit, okay? I was made for this shit. I've been doing it so long. Like, I don't know how to do anything else. Like, I have little buckets of like different things within inside the realm of real estate, right? But this is it for me. And as stressful as it is, I mean, down to the 11th hour, 30 minutes. Like, I have the buyers at this closing table yesterday and my seller starts to spiral out of control. I'm like, we've been through this. Like, the buyers are signing. I know. And this was a condo commando story. If you follow me on TikTok, I am going to provide an update about that drama today, but I just wanted to make sure we signed on the dotted line before I did another episode or a little video on it. So if you're interested on that, you can go to my TikTok, Alana O'Hanlon, your real estate homie. So, but it is stressful down to the second. But you want to know what? When I get to send that we're closed and funded text or call, gosh, it feels damn good. And it just makes it all worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I was telling you, I was doing reverse prospecting the other day, and it made me feel really good when the other agents that I was calling, like several of them, made comments like, "You're an amazing agent," or, "Your clients are lucky to have you." And that made me feel really good.
You should send those to your clients and be like, this is how amazing I am.
Well, I actually called them, so they told it to. They said,
"Oh, okay. So you have no proof of this."
I have no proof. It's just you just have to take my word for it. That makes me feel really good. Yeah, I mean.
And Holly, the thing is you are a rare bird that is actually doing that. I mean, how many agents just stick a property in the MLS and, let the real estate gods handle the rest?
Yeah.
But
and,
doing that stuff are the things that are going to stand out and make a difference in if your client's properties get sold. And those are things back to basics. For years, we didn't have to do all that because we had multiple offers as soon as we hit submit and go live on the MLS. But
Mm.
I remember when I got in real estate in 2014, I did reverse prospecting on every single one of my listings every single week. I sent out an updated email marketing plan every single week because homes took 6 months to sell. It was just
Right.
different.
And then now I've got the monthly Realtor Rant happy hour where I'm inviting local realtors, and we just did the first one. It was really fun. So I
I've
feel
got
like
to bring
I'm
that down
getting,
to Florida.
yeah. So I feel like I'm building more of a community where, we can kind of share war stories. Because yeah, people are frustrating. I mean, I have some really great clients, but man, people really feel like they know better than us. It's so frustrating.
One of the most frustrating things I am encountering right now is the use of AI, and people are trusting their AI trained bot to give them more professional opinion than the actual professional. And I'm guilty. I do it with my doctor.
Yeah.
I go into my doctor, I'm like, Chatty said this.
Mhm.
What do you know?
Yeah.
So I get it, but it is also very, very frustrating. Because,
Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating when, I guess I'm just trying to, like, how do we save ourselves the money, the stress, the hassle? I'm learning how to discern who and what properties are worth the investment, because I've wasted a fortune over the past year on overpriced listings that
it didn't
I knew
sell.
damn well wouldn't sell,
Yep. I did the
thinking that
same
they would
thing.
see the light and listen to me.
I did the same thing. And, this particular client I'm actually talking about with the AI, he essentially trained his AI to tell him his home was a $3 million home.
Right.
And it's not,
It's like mirror, mirror on the wall. Whose
Yes. I'm
home
like,
is the
well,
most valuable of them all.
yes, exactly. So, but I was very proud of you when you were talking about you had that conversation with that elderly gentleman, and what he was 100,000 or 200,000.
100,000.
Yeah, a couple 100,000 overpriced. And you were like, hey, let's be friends. I'm here for you. I just am not going to be your agent. And that's okay. When I'm even booking appointments now, I am prefacing that. And I am saying it with conviction and confidence. And I feel going in, leading, kind of managing those expectations, that is helpful. I'm like, hey, we can agree, or we can, decide to work. You can decide you want to work with me. I can decide to work with you, or I can decide that, I'm not going to take this listing, that this doesn't make sense. But either way, we're going to part as friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the other thing for me is like, I got into this as a real estate investor, and that's still my comfort zone. That's when I get most excited, is on the investing side, look and working with investors. And somewhere along the way, I kind of lost track of that too. And I've seen other newer agents who have really created a brand for themselves that is like my expertise, but they've packaged it in this really nice website, and like all their socials are about it. And I'm like, damn, like, why have I not done anything? I don't know. I feel like it's just frustrating when I feel like there's so many different things I should be doing, but I'm not.
Well,
I
you
don't
know
know.
the rule. We don't should ourselves.
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
Like, why haven't I done those things?
Pick 3 pillars and stick to those 3 pillars for a year.
Yeah.
And don't take your eyes. That's part of the problem in real estate. We have shiny object syndrome in real estate. We're like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I tell my girls the same thing. Like, pick 3 pillars. When I got into real estate, it was pick 5 pillars. I think that is a little stretch now. I think
Mhm.
really, really hone in and because become a master of something. And
Mhm.
then after that, then you can extend your pillars if
Yeah.
that's what you want to do. Like for me, my database, I'm a master at that, right? Um, Social media, kind of getting there. I don't really know. It's getting better. I'll say that. And coaching, that's kind of taking on a life form of its own. But where I have found that there's a really underserved niche in my community is elderly people that don't
Mhm.
have family members or help or anybody to help them transition from a lot of times the home that they've lived in for decades into assisted living facilities. So that is something that I am feeling called to take a journey on, and we'll see where that goes. I'm basically doing all of my training for that over the summer. So then, after when my boys go back to school, I can kind of hit the ground running. And I'm going to give it a year and I'm going to try, error, do things, test things, and document everything and record everything, and then see how many people I have been able to help with inside that specific niche over the next year. Now, keep in mind, I'm still going to be, loving on my database and doing my spread joy method with the database and all
Mhm.
those things. This is just something because transactions are down and my repeat and referral business used to keep me at 10, 12 million a year. Well, that's now down to 6 million a year. So, we've got to do something to make sure that we stay around the 10 million mark. That's where I like to stay. I don't want to be a slave to real estate. I like my lifestyle. So, that's kind of where I'm going to just add that additional pillar to keep my volume up. See what
Yeah,
happens.
I mean, for me, I'm taking the seniors course like you. So I want to explore that. And then I'm also taking the commercial
Yes.
designation course, which is more of a longer term. I would like to incorporate more commercial
Mhm.
into my portfolio and into my clientele. Um, Primarily like multifamily and kind of mixed use. I'm not quite sure yet, but definitely multifamily. Um, but like it's all the little things, Alana, that trip me up. Like, even just going through listings to leads, like that takes so much time. Takes time to learn, takes time to do all the things. Like, and then, postcards and
Stop
socials.
learning, start doing.
How do you do without learn? Like you have to.
You learn as you do. So right now, listings to leads, sure, it's fine, but learn it as you're inputting your listings in there. So you learn as you go.
I wish I could just hire somebody to do all this shit. There's
Well,
just so much. Like, how does anyone have the time to do branding and YouTube videos and social media things and, coffee to contracts and all and your
all the
CRM, like,
things. I
and
know.
then actively doing the business.
It is time blocking, focusing on money making activities and protecting your energy. So I was with Aaron and we were chit chatting about like, how do you know what to say yes to and no to over the summer? Because kids are out of school, schedules are different, like life is a little bit crazier. And I said, listen, I kind of have categories of buckets. And if it's not making me money, if it is not bringing me peace, or I am not helping someone in some way, it's a no.
Mm.
That's it. Because I only have a couple hours a day and then my kids are home.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really protect the time because here's what happens. And this is where realtors fall into this cycle of the wave income, right? You don't do any prospecting because you say yes to the brokers opens or you say yes to the learning classes or you say yes to picking up a new lead source like listings to leads. Then all of a sudden, the couple hours of time that you do have, you've now spent time on not money making activities. So if it's not a money making activity, it's a no. Because guess what? Come September, and August, I want to have a pipeline of business. I don't want to be starting over again.
Yeah. I really struggle with, like, I feel like I so want to hire somebody to help me, but then it's like, but do I have the money to hire them? Or do I go ahead and
We
invest in it?
hire Carol.
Yeah, maybe. It's like,
And
do you
I've
wait
trained
till you
her for
have the
3
money,
years.
or do you hire in the hopes that that helps to generate more money?
Carol's $18 a day. Like, you can't afford not to not hire Carol.
I need to sit down and I need to write all the little things that I need, like, I feel like I need to be doing.
Because here's the thing. What do we make an hour? $100?
I probably
250?
only make like 25. You maybe make $100 an hour. I probably only make
Okay. I was thinking I made like 150, but
I
whatever.
don't think I make that much.
Okay. So either way, $25 an hour, $150. Some agents make $500 an hour. Whatever, wherever you are, you shouldn't be doing $8 an hour work.
Right.
Because $8 an hour work is not going to get you to $25 an hour, which will then get you to $50 an hour, which will then get you to $100 an hour, which then will get you to $250 an hour. So the agents that are successful, they're doers, they stay consistent, they have systems, they're disciplined, and they know when to delegate.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to do only the things that make me feel
Happy?
joyful.
Says everybody. Says I. Yes, me too. That's why I call prospecting spreading joy, because prospecting makes me want to run away and do anything else. Spreading joy, I'm like, yeah, puts a smile on my face, makes me happy. Then I go out and do it.
I feel dread thinking about my living in Dawsonville YouTube and my social media.
Duh.
I literally feel such dread. It feels like a weight on my chest. I just want it to poof, go away and not matter anymore.
I will commend you though. You've been doing it anyways. And it's not about being motivated. It's not about doing what you feel like doing. It's doing what you're supposed to do to put money in your pocket so you can put food on the table for your family. And in your case, you can go out and buy your next investment property.
But I almost signed up for that social media boutique and you said no.
Which one was that?
The local agency.
Oh, yeah. No. I pay for everything you need. I pay for all the things. So you don't have to.
I need to create an AI Holly that could just talk for me.
Yes. And speaking of which, we should have Fallon on from Angel AI, who actually does help you create an AI twin. Anyways,
Yes,
I think we're getting off topic.
Yeah. So, all right. So how do we keep our head in the game, keep moving forward? How do we wrap this up to not let ourselves get sucked into the summertime dread that we're not where we wanted to be halfway through the year?
Okay. Again, get your mindset right first thing in the morning. If it's not a money-making activity, it's a kind no. And you don't have to feel sorry or bad about that. No is a complete sentence. And once you get good at saying it, it feels even better. And say it with a smile. So get your mindset right. Learn how to say no to things that are not going to be income producing or money making activities. Get your systems in place. Learn how to stay disciplined and consistent. The business will come. I will tell you, people are still hiring realtors, right? 88% of buyers used a realtor. What is it? 91% of sellers used a realtor. And for sale by owners are at the lowest they've been like all time, less than 5%. People are getting hired. Go out there, be you, be authentic, know your shit, sound educated, and the business will come. We have to work harder than ever right now because deals are as low as they've been in what, 2 decades?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our advice. Consumers aren't firing realtors. Realtors are firing themselves because they are focused on the wrong things. When you keep your head straight, you follow the blueprint, and you are in this business for the right reasons, you will get through this season. We love you guys. Everybody talks about agents leaving the industry. It's not as bad as it seems. Don't fall into the doom and gloom. If you feel called and that this is your purpose, stick with it. And we love you.
I totally forgot to mention that realtor the other day, Alana, that I should mention her. So part of what made me think about this episode, doing this topic, is, excuse me, a really successful agent in North Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I won't say her name, but we were talking, and she was telling me after she sells the listings that she has, she's done. So she's hanging it up, and she's not, retirement age by any means. So I was like, why? You're doing so well. I mean, I see her all the time on socials. She's crushing it. And she's like, I'm just sick of dealing with buyers and sellers. She wants
So
to
what
do
I
more
think we should
staging.
follow her, because we all say that, right? We all get stuck in that, like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. I don't know if I can do this. So let's track her. Let's see if she's in business in a year, and then let's track her in 2 years, and let's see if she's in business in 2 years.
Yeah, I will. But you said, because she's doing so well and she's still making that decision, good on her. That's a clear-headed decision.
Correct. I say I will let you quit, but I will never let you quit on a bad day. So
Right.
if you want to quit when business is good and you are riding high and you are soaring, I will give you my blessing. If you're quitting because the market is tough, buyers and sellers can be shitty, not all of them. Shout out to the great ones out there. I don't want to discredit them. Or if you're just feeling bad because your pipeline is low, we won't let you quit. The Realtor Rant will not let you quit. But if you're riding high and you still want to quit, we will support that. Leave you with this thought. The question isn't whether the market is hard. It's whether or not you're willing to become the agent this market is going to require you to be.
Nice. Keep the faith.
I'm happy to be back. I feel like I'm jazzed up.
Okay. I do too. I'm actually, after this we get off, I'm literally going to make a list, because I do need to reevaluate what I need to be focused on versus what I should consider investing in someone else helping me with.
Make the list and we'll review it. Maybe we'll do it on the show.
Okay.
All right.
All right, girl.
All right. Love you. Love you all. We will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. That's today's rant, friends.
If you loved it, share it.
And if you hated it, share it anyways. See you next week.